Look how much damage this aerial ace does. Look at that damage, guys!
Let's settle down, class. It's time for a lesson.
Good morning, class. Today, we're going to be taking a look on my journey to Legend in Season 7. Grab a seat and get ready for notes because it's time for our lesson. Also, as you guys notice, I'm using a new microphone. If you guys like what you guys are hearing, or dislike what you guys are hearing, leave a comment down below. I'd love to see what you guys think. Also, quick reminder, if you guys want a better grade in class, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to ring that bell so you guys can be the first one to know when there are new lessons. If you want to see how I battle live and in GBL, check me out on twitch.tv/SuperScienceSensei. I battle every day between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And considering that we hit Legend already, there should be a lot of fun team construction and a lot of fun team builds that you guys can't see on the channel. I hope to see you guys there. With that said, this team is a team that I constructed for my friend NotRobMay. You guys can see his Twitch down below. So NotRobMay decided that he had a XL Lickitung that he wanted to build, and he went into chat with a few other streamers and he was like, hey guys, I want to make a team. I want to use a team with Lickitung. What do you guys got? So I constructed 4 teams for Rob. I told him that they would do really well depending on different metas, and so he could choose the one that he feels works best for him and run with it. He chose this team, and boy oh boy did he run with it. I think it took him 5, maybe 6 days to hit Legend after using this team. After that, I was messing around for most of the first half of the season, and once I finally had my Lickitung built, I decided I'm going to make my push for Legend, and within a short 7 to 8 days, I was able to hit Legend and gain over 750 points with this squad. So it's a pretty strong line. The line consists of an XL Lickitung with the legacy move of Body Slam, an Altaria, using Dazzling Gleam in case there's no shields and we can hit those dark types for super effective damage, and an XL Azumarill. My XL Azumarill is only a rank like 499, but the XL gives it a little bit more bulk to survive certain moves and help against certain matchups. Running Bubble, Hydro Pump, and Play Rough. You guys can use Ice Beam instead of Play Rough if you guys want, depending on what you guys are going up against. I feel Hydro Pump is kind of necessary in case you guys run into those Bastiodons and want to take them out. With that said, the team runs through the idea that both Lickitung and Azumarill both very bulky and safe mons. They don't require many shields. They both win a solid amount of matchups, and the matchups that they do lose, they usually don't lose by that much. They can usually force a shield or chunk the opposing Pokemon by enough for Altaria to hard carry in, and Altaria is one of the most threatening Pokemon in the entire game if they don't have hard counters. Now granted, there are a lot of hard counters out there like Charmers and Bastiodon and G-Fist and Azumarill, but that's why Lickitung and Azumarill exist, because A, they can give you shield advantage, B, they can also defeat a lot of those mons, and C, because of the damage and the switch ability of Altaria, Altaria can do quite a bit of work and even hurt things on its way out. With that said, let's go into the battles. Okay, this first match here, we have our Lickitung up against an Altaria. So, the cool thing about this matchup is it really depends on how they want to play. If we go 1 shield to 1 shield, Lickitung definitely loses. But if we're willing to expend another shield, there is the ability for us to farm this down. You see how this Altaria did not shield the first Body Slam? Since they didn't shield, we don't need to shield either. We're going to go for another Body Slam, and we're going to see what decision they make here. If they shield this, then we probably have to shield, but since they don't shield this, we are now able to lick it down if we shield here. By licking the Altaria down, we're going to have a lot of excess energy that we can use on our opponents in the back, depending what mon it has in the back, and the Altaria goes down, and our Lickitung gets low enough so that they don't have much energy to farm off of us. We see an Azumarill there, so we instantly throw a Power Whip to force a shield. Looking back at this right now, I think using double Body Slam could have been the correct play, because look how we get to the Body Slam, but we die right there on the last bubble. And if we got the Body Slams out, we would have pressured this Azumarill just a bit more. and put our Azumarill in a better position to win against it, because our Altaria obviously does not want to face that. It does have play rough, so we are inside a pretty sticky situation, considering that they have more energy than us. They should outpace us then, and we both have the same moveset. What we're hoping is that they don't use any shields, and maybe our Altaria can snipe. If we bring it down low enough, our Altaria can snipe it out. Or they have something really in the back that's also really weak to Altaria. That would be really, really helpful as well. Right now, because their Azumarill is so low, we barely survive this because it's XL, and we switch over to our Altaria, and they switch over to their Toxicroak. So this is amazing for us. And the reason why this is amazing for us is because if they don't shield the Sky Attack, they lose right away, because that Toxicroak will die, and now we are in position to farm this Toxicroak down. We just have to shield one move, because one Sludge Bomb won't kill us, two can. But because we shield that first Sludge Bomb, we don't die to the next one. We're going to make sure we don't waste our energy on this Toxicroak. We're going to completely farm it down and have a Sky Attack ready to win CMP against Azumarill for the win. They realize this, and they are going to concede. GG. Well played. Second matchup, our Lickitung up against a Hypno. This is amazing lead for us. They switch over to Azumarill. Now, normally, a lot of you guys, when you guys see a switch, you guys want to switch to follow. But looking at our team, the best mon to face Azumarill is going to be Lickitung. Our Altaria can still deal with Hypno, so we're going to stay in this matchup and just take the switch and win right here. Because Azumarill, if it takes one Power Whip, it becomes into farm down range if we throw a Body Slam. So see right here, we build the Power Whip and we throw a Body Slam. If they shield, then we throw a second Body Slam. If they don't shield like they did right here, we're just going to lick it down. So this play rough cannot kill us, and we're just going to lick this Azumarill down before we die. Oh, we barely make it. We have enough energy for a move. They throw back their Hypno, and we're going to throw a Body Slam to chip a little bit of its HP. We don't have enough for two, so that's all we can do. We go into Altaria to take out the Shadow Hypno, and because of the fact that it's Shadow, we're definitely going to burn it down with these really, really strong Dragon Breaths. They have to shield this or they die to the Sky Attack. They do shield. And at this point, we think to ourselves, if they have Ice Punch, they have Ice Punch. Just let them have it. But if they don't have Ice Punch, we could definitely just farm the sucker down. They bring in their Mana Buzz. We bring in our Azumarill. Now, the beauty of this matchup is that thing does no damage to us. Look how much damage this Aerial Ace does. Look at that damage, guys. I'm not trying to be a bully or anything, but I think it takes somewhere between 5 to 7 Aerial Aces to kill our Azumarill. That is a pretty rough matchup. I actually have a friend that runs Shadow Ball instead of Foul Play, just so they could do more damage to Azumarill, because look at how one-sided this matchup is. Oh my gosh. Yep, that's gone bird. We have 2 shields left. We don't need a shield or a Azumarill, because we're just going to farm it out with Altaria with 2 shields. They throw the Thunder Punch. We switch over, and we burn it down with Dragon Breaths. GG, well played. Wow. Okay, Lickitung versus Medicham. So this matchup is weird. If it's a 0 shield to 0 shield and they don't have Pup, Lickitung can actually win. So this is why we always stay in to see what move it has. They have Ice Punch, so we can technically win if we no shield. And they no shield. They snuck in a counter though, so that might cost us the match. But they shielded. Since they shielded, at this point, we know that Lickitung can't win. So there's no point for us to use a shield. So instead, we're just going to lick and throw a Body Slam on our way out. And hopefully, we can farm it down with either our Altaria or our Azumarill. It gets low, but not low enough. We go into our Azumarill. We're farming up energy, and they go into their Dugong. Oof. Now, the reason why Dugong is kind of rough for the remainder of the squad is this matchup is going to take 17 years. I might go into retirement while waiting for this Dugong to finish up its turns. But more importantly, the play rough, though it does some damage to Dugong, Azumarill technically does lose to Dugong in a even shield scenario. Altaria cannot fight against Dugong because the Ice Shards and Icy Winds are double effective, meaning that we won't like the damage. So our plan against this is we're gonna let it burn its energy, and we're gonna go to Altaria with its shields, and we're gonna see if we get to a sky attack in time to kill it. But they have a stun fist in the back, so we wanted to keep our Azumarill alive so we can fight this. We can fight any steals in the back. And right here, I decide to just sack the Altaria. I think this is the incorrect play. I think if I wanted to win this, I tank one Rock Slide, double shield here, throw a Sky Attack, but farm enough so I can get to a Sky Attack on the Dugong before I die, and then later hopefully have my Azumarill take out the remainder of the Dugong and the Medicham. Because if you guys look at this right now, I have a half dead Azumarill with 2 shields against a half HP Dugong, a low Medicham, and a low G-Fist, and we have to waste a shield here. So yeah, this is rough. We don't even have Ice Beam, so we can't even save excess, like too much excess energy. We have to use up 65 with the play rough instead of just 55, and so we're always gonna have a little bit less energy. And then they bring in the Medicham, and we have to waste a shield on the Medicham's Ice Punch. Like, I think this was the wrong play. I think we could play this better. And look at the timer's about to run out. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Dugong makes these matches last seven decades. And like, look at this. And they just throw when we're at 1 HP. GG, well played. Nothing we could really do there. Oh man, that's kind of rough. So it's got to be our Lickitung versus a Umbreon. So this is a pretty, like, it's not the greatest matchup for us because we do lose pretty hard since the Licks are resisted by Umbreon. So we try to catch a foul play, and we have a loaded body slam in the back. We do indeed catch the foul play, but they have a Venusaur. Now, if we had Ice Beam right here, Ice Beam would threaten the Venusaur because it takes out like a solid 70% of its life bar. But since we don't have it, we go with Play Rough. And that Play Rough does nothing! Absolutely nothing! So if they fully charge here, they're going to kill us. But this player, look at that. They barely don't fully charge. Get 2 extra Vine Whips. Get to a move right away. I do not shield because I don't think that I think they threw it right away without looking at what it was. That wasn't a Sludge Bomb. This one, for sure, though, will be a Sludge Bomb. We are going to shield it. We're going to try to farm down this Venusaur. Okay, so they go into their Umbreon. Now, you guys have Dazzling Gleam, but they have 2 shields, right? So part of me is like, yo, we should go for the Dazzling Gleam. But the other part of me is like, nah, we shouldn't go for the Dazzling Gleam. So we go for the Dazzling Gleam, but they have 2 shields. And this is going to cost us the match. Because if we went for the Sky Attacks and just went for straight chip, we probably have a chance to win. But instead, we fool Papega, throw the Dazzling Gleam, get it shielded, and are going to die. Look at this foul play is getting us low. We aren't gonna get to the Sky Attack, so they just straight kill us. We don't get any chip on the Umbreon. It's all falling apart, but it's okay. We body slam here. Like, imagine if we had a Sky Attack on this Umbreon right here. That body slam, like, look at that. That body slam plus Licks would have killed this Umbreon, but instead, here we are. Not killing that. Look at that Umbreon. Gets another move. Our poor Lickitung gonna take the damage. Pop. And we save a shield, and we see the Pelipper. And man, if we had the Altaria could have done so much work against that Pelipper. But no dice for us. We land the body slams. One more will kill. I think they're gonna go for Hurricane because if they just go for Hurricane, Hurricane plus Frenzy will kill us. They bait us with a Weather Ball. That's a GG. Like, they had this game in the bag. They just secured it even more. We kick this out. We're not going to take out anything else, though. They still have a shield. There's no way we let this thing down. They're going to get to the Frenzy in time. And we needed the shield right here. This is where we need the shield, boys and girls. Oh, GG. Well played. Okay, last match of the set. Shadow Obama in the lead. This is exactly where we want to see it because Shadow Obama can kill both our mons in the back. They go to Pelipper. We instantly go to Altaria because Altaria can beat Pelipper, and also Altaria has no play against Shadow Obamas though because they'll die to a Weather Ball plus farm down. We throw our Sky Attack right away. They don't shield, and we don't shield either. We can't waste shield on Altaria because we will die to a singular Weather Ball. So we're just going to absorb this Hurricane and farm this thing down. We hope that we get to move before we get power slowed down, but looking at the HP, we definitely aren't going to make it. So we'll just try to get as much Dragon Breath damage as we can and die to 3 Powder Snows. Bingo, bingo, dead. Now, with Lickitung here though, we can see how they want to play this. We want to use our shields against the Obama Snow's energy balls, because the energy ball does do a little bit more damage, even though it's not as energy efficient. But they throw a weather ball correctly. We shield it. We throw a body slam. We see they want to shield it, and they don't. Okay, so this is great, because the moment they don't shield one, it becomes inside lick down range. And now that they have an Azumarill out, we're going to throw a Power Whip to either take a shield or chunk out their Azu and give our Azu a good chance to win. Now, what we're going to do is make sure that our Azumarill uses no shields this entire time, because we need to save that shield for Lickitung. Lickitung can beat both of the remaining Mons as long as he doesn't get killed. And they don't even have Play Rough? Okay, so they don't have Play Rough, so that means inside this Azumarill mirror, we're going to outpace it. We're going to beat it because we do more damage for less energy with the Play Rough. And this is the reason why we bring Play Rough. They don't have Play Rough. They have to spam these Hydro Pumps, which are less energy efficient and also cost more energy. Excuse me. Yeah, we're not going to shield anything. We don't care. You're super low. You're super low now. You're inside range to get farmed down by my Licky. We can let you do whatever the heck you want. You have a move? That's fine. You're gonna kill us with the energy ball? That's fine. Pretty sure weather ball plus bubble plus more might kill us, but they don't risk it. They use up all their energy. We lick it down before we can get to a weather ball, and now this Azumarill is dead. It's inside double body slam range, or we could just lick it down. They throw a Hydro Pump trying to kill us. We use our shield. They get an extra bubble there, but even with another Hydro, I think we barely survive, and we are going to get to another body slam before they do it, so they just let it go. GG, well played. In this first set, we went 3-2, and we collect the rewards, and now we get to our final set. Let's see how much we get. Lickitung versus Mew. This is an amazing matchup for us. Licks are super effective. The Shadow Claw is double resisted. They switch over to their Azumarill, and once again, we don't switch out because we know that our Altaria can beat their Mew, right? We have just located the target our Altaria will hit, and because we know what target our Altaria will hit, we just stay in here, and we're gonna do the matchup like we normally do. They shielded the first Power Whip, so we need to make sure we land one. We throw another Power Whip, and we can definitely shield one move from them. They shielded one move, we can shield one move. We shield the Hydro Pump. That would have hurt. Doesn't kill us, but definitely does put us inside a threatening range. And now we do the same thing that we did before. We build up to a Power Whip. We throw a Body Slam instead, and we see if we can farm it down. So we Body Slam. They don't shield, and now we're just going to farm it down. We're not going to shield because a Hydro Pump does not kill us from here. That's a Hydro Pump. It does not kill. We lick it down. They go to a Skarmory, and we throw the Body Slam. Maybe should have held that. I'm not sure. We'll see how it turns out for us. Oh, actually, no. Because we did that Body Slam, we can technically, and it's a one shield scenario, we could technically just go double Hydro Pump, right? If we double Hydro Pump against this Skarmory, we win. We don't have to bait at all. They do shield the Hydro Pump correctly. We should be fine here. This probably isn't going to be Brave Bird since they swapped in, so it's usually a Sky attack first. If they Brave Bird us, we can just kill it with a Play Rough. But because of that, we're scared of the Brave Bird, which would make us lose all our energy and put us in a bad position. They switch out to their Mew and they use up their energy. This is not the greatest for us because we are down our shields. But because it just used Wild Charge, its defense dropped dramatically. And this Wild Charge does not hit Altaria that hard because it's neutral. Let's look at how much damage it does, guys. We're not even at half, guys. That's Altaria. Altaria is very, very bulky when it's not facing something that like is super effective against it. We hit the Sky attack and we hope that we can farm the sucker down. We cannot farm the sucker down, but we have a Lickitung. So we're hoping that the Licks can go through the steel, kill the Skarm, and kill the Azu in the back. So that thing's barely dead. Wow! And we barely get it. GG, well played. Winning by inches there. Whew. That was a close one. Next match, we're up against Altaria. Same thing as before. Always depends on the shielding scenario. Depends on the shielding scenario. If we shield less than they shield, we lose. But if we shield more than they do, we can win and farm it down. So that's a really important thing to look up when you guys look up sims for matchups. Just because your mon loses doesn't mean that you always follow it exactly, because when we use one extra shield, we can still win switch by licking the mon down. So right here, because we landed 2 body slams, we are fine. We're gonna lick this thing down. We're gonna shield, lick it down, see what they want to do. Shield, we're gonna lick it down. Oh, they switch right away to their stun fist. So because they can kill us with the rock slide, we're gonna throw this power whip so our Azumarill has a better time. You notice that without Ice Beam and them having 2 shields up, this matchup becomes very difficult, because if they shield both Hydro Pumps, then we lose to a G-Fist, right? We don't care about the Earthquake. With the Power Whip damage, we no longer need to throw Hydro Pump. We can just throw Play Rough instead, because Play Rough plus Bubbles is going to kill it. Look at its HP. Look how low it's going to get. Look at these bubbles. Each bubble is just chunking that. Because we are Excel, we can take 2 Earthquakes and still not die. They need to throw 1 more Rock Slide. And we're going to throw our Play Rough right here. We're going to see if they want to shield. And it does get into farm down range for my Altaria, especially if we shield something. They let it go down. We see what's in the back. And it is a Ludicolo fluff. So, Ludicolo has Leaf... Oh my gosh. And we get sniped. But we snipe him back! Let's go! Okay, Ludicolo is tough because it has Ice Beam. And so we need to catch. And we do catch with lag the Ice Beam on our Lickitung. So that Ludicolo uses up its energy there, and now we just need to hit this Sky Attack to take a shield, and if we get to 1 more Sky Attack, we win. They need 2 Ice Beams to win. So now it's a race. Dragon Breath isn't going to burn it all the way down, because even though it does damage, the Ice Beam can end our career right here. So we shield. They need 1 more Ice Beam. Can we make it? 1, 2, and they don't make it in time. We hit the Sky Attack, and we destroy the Ludicolo. Well played. Very spicy. GG. Going up against one of our friends here, another streamer, Captain Crash. You can see his link down below. He has an Azumarill lead, so we are actually going to do well, because this is where we want to see it. And we see how he wants to play. He sack swaps his Lickitung on our Lickitung. What the heck, man? Okay, we go over to our Altaria, because now with the HP differentials, just like before I told you, Altaria should win the matchup, but it can't lick us down anymore because it has too low of HP. So we're going to throw a Sky Attack, we're going to see if it shields, and then we're going to see how we want to play from here. With its HP lowered, we can actually farm them down. So now we're just going to farm. Their Body Slam will not kill us from here. We know the matchup a little too well because we've been playing it. And now that Licky is dead, and we'll have a Sky Attack for the Azumarill that's going to come back in. Inevitably. He throws a bubble. We get a Sky Attack off. That's great. And we're just going to try to see if we get to another Sky Attack. Oh, he's going to go for the bubble down, which is a very aggressive play. But because he went for the bubble down, we get an extra Sky Attack, which is horrible for him. Yikes. Because now that he did that, he's in Body Slam range. We don't have to build up to the Power Whip anymore. We just have to build up to Body Slams. If we build up Body Slams, we win. We don't, like Hydro Pump doesn't kill us. Oh, but okay, we wasted a shield. We're Pepega. Okay, we wasted a shield, but you know what? I don't even care if you Hydro Pump me anymore. I'm not gonna shield anymore. So right there, we see what they want to do. Play rough. Yeah, it doesn't kill us. They go to their Medicham. We just have to hit 2 of these play roughs and we should win. So Psychic doesn't kill us. So we're not gonna shield the first one. We just have to get to 2 of them. We can shield this next move and we'll be okay. Oh, Power Up Punch. So Power Up Punch, as you saw, doesn't do much damage. But if they get 2 boosts, the Psychic will threaten our lives. So we're not going to shield. This could be a Psychic, but we're not going to shield. Oh, Psychic doesn't kill us from here yet, and we will make it to the play rough. As long as we make it to play rough, we don't care because we'll kill it. This is a CMP, so this could be the Psychic, so we need to shield. It is the Psychic. We shield that correctly. They get a defense drop, but that doesn't matter because this play rough kills his Medicham. And now we just have to take out that Azumarill. Oh, wait, it doesn't kill it. We put it in lick down range. So we do lick it down. And now there's the Body Slam away. We take out the Azumarill with the Body Slam. GG, Captain App Crash. We'll smell you later. Okay. Next match. We're up against the Yoxus. So we have super effective moves, fast moves. They have super effective fast moves. We have neutral charge moves. They have neutral charge moves. It's a pretty even matchup overall. Depends on the shielding scenarios and who can sneak and do what, but we'll see how we want to play this. So Deoxys defense uses Thunderbolt, which is less efficient than Rock Slide, so this is actually much better for us. They go into their Pelipper. We save the energy for the Body Slam, and we're going to go into our Altaria. Once again, we found a target for our Altaria. We're going to take it. We're going to throw a Sky Attack here, and bingo bango. So they can have a Hurricane. I probably wouldn't shield. Okay, pass me. You shield that Weather Ball. Okay. Okay, this could be a Hurricane, so I probably should shield again. There we go. There we go. Pass me. Farming it down. Don't use the energy. Oh, dude, pass me. You're actually a genius. Good job. Good job, pass me. Pat myself in the back. Let's go. Okay. We have a Sky Attack, and they have an Umbreon. So last time, we threw Dazzling Gleam. This time, we've learned we're bigger brain. We throw the Sky Attacks. We're going to just keep throwing these Sky Attacks over and over and over again. Why? Because we need to get some chip damage. We need to pressure shields. And we want to make sure our Azumarill has an easy time against whatever's left. So this right here is going to be a foul play. I don't think it kills us. I think it brings us low, but it shouldn't kill just yet. We're going to threaten to bro to another Sky Attack. They will throw before we get there. Good counting on their part. There goes our Altaria. We're going to come into our Azumarill. They switch over to Deoxys. We switch over. We instantly throw that Body Slam to bring this Deoxys down super, super low. And our Azumarill is in a great position because we could just bubble this guy down with no energy left, and we could just hit a foul play and a play rough and take out their Umbreon. They know that. They don't hit any more buttons. GG. Well played. What a match. Wow. That was a good one. I think this is the last match of the set. We're already at 4-0. Let's see if we can make it 5-0. So they have a Alola Marowak. So the cool thing about Alola Marowak against this team is all three of our Mons beat it. And I always like to construct teams that can hard beat one Mon so that their Mon becomes dead weight. Vigoroth, on the other hand, is very bad for this team. But if we have shields up, our Altaria can do work. It's really annoying. Altaria is the best answer to it because this Vigoroth can spam. Look at how much it spams. Look at that. That's not right. That's not right. Oh, what? Oh, that was really bad. So I think they must have lagged there. They didn't hit all their bubbles. Oh, they undercharged so they could get more farm on their Charmer. That's actually big brain. Holy. Well played, good sir. Well played. So they have extra energy on their Charmer. So we go back to our Lickitung. We don't want to take damage here. Our Lickitung can do some good work against here. I think there should be probably... yeah, see, our AWAC, we're not scared. So the game plan is that our Azu is just going to throw Hydro Pumps. Our Lickitung is going to be our win condition because our Lickitung can kill both the Ninetales and the AWAC. The Lickitung has Body Slams, which are faster than the Azu's moves. So we're going to make sure the Lickitung stays lined up with the little Ninetales. While here, we keep this Azumarill attached to the AWAC, and we're going to throw Hydro Pumps. And the reason why we throw Hydro Pumps is because if they don't shield, they die. And if they do shield, we're not going to be able to lick down and put them inside a highly farmable position. They defense drop us, so we're going to go for the play rough, but they get the CMP. They obviously have higher attack, and with that defense drop, there's no chance we live here. That's in lick down range. Oh, that's in body slam range, guys. That looks like body slam range. I don't know about you guys, but it looks like a body slam. So we're going to double body slam this Alola Ninetales. Woo! Don't even have to use our shield there. We're going to take out this Alola Ninetales. And now it's just an AWAC in the back, and we take the win for a clean 5-0. Let's confirm it. We hit the 5-0, and we get to 30-32. Deliciously 30-32 with all the gear and all the different poses and all that fun jazz. Now, with that said, though, I will admit this season was a very, very long season. It's still going on. So I know a lot of you guys are still pushing for Legend out there. My suggestion to you guys is find a team that suits your style, that works well against the meta. Adapt if you need to, and just get really comfortable with playing your team. The more matchups you know how to play, you can come back from bad leads like I showed you here. Altaria's a bad lead, Metachan's a bad lead, Umbreon's a bad lead. We're still able to pull off wins even against bad leads as long as you play correctly. So try your best, do your best, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all next time, class.